Organizing and Editing Like an English Major, written by John O'Keefe. In any academic career, being able to write a coherent college paper is vital to the success of a college student. One of the most important lessons I've gained from this class has been learning how to write like the English major I want to be. After putting pen to paper, an invaluable skill to have is knowing how to organize and edit your college paper. These skills are necessary for anyone writing academically, but to us English majors, it is of the utmost importance. In this video, I will be using Dr. David R. Williams' Syn Boldly and also Professor Pruett's notes to go over how to organize your writing like a pro. Questions to ask yourself when creating a title. Is your title a good example of what the paper is about? Does your title draw in the reader's attention? Is your title centered in incorrect MLA format? In Syn Boldly, the author explains how creating a title is meant to reel your reader in the same way that tabloid headlines reel in readers at like the grocery line and stuff. Forming a thesis. A thesis should directly answer a question or a prompt in a clear, concise way. Do not use unsure language, I think, maybe, possibly. Make your thesis sound confident using bold language. That's why the title of the book is Syn Boldly. This should go without saying, but use evidence to prove your thesis statement. The evidence should directly back up your thesis statement. Your body paragraph should be ordered in a way that relates to the thesis. Let's say your thesis is proven by 3 pieces of evidence. The topic sentence for the first body paragraph would introduce the first piece of evidence. The topic sentence of the second body paragraph would introduce the second piece of evidence. This would repeat for the third body paragraph, or the fourth if you have more sources and evidence. Body paragraphs. When writing body paragraphs, you should get rid of your warm-up sentences. They might help you meet the length requirement, but they won't add anything necessarily to your paper. In this class, I found it very helpful not to have length requirements, so we could just focus on the content of our papers. You should be precise and say what you mean. When talking about action in fiction, use literary present tense. The evidence in your body paragraph should be in an order that agrees with the thesis statement. Citing sources in MLA format. The most important rules to remember about in-text citations in MLA format. Works cited within the text must list the name of the author, then page number where the work was found. Titles cited in text are italicized. Smaller titles published within larger titles are written with quotation marks. Use square brackets for words that need to be in parentheses that are within parentheses. Punctuation marks go outside of the quotation mark unless it's a part of the quote. Use et al. If a source has more than 2 authors. Since online sources don't usually have pages, cite the author's full name. When quoting someone from a personal interview, cite the person's full name. All sources cited within the text must be included in the works cited page. This is very important because if you don't properly cite your sources, it could be considered plagiarism and you could get in serious trouble at your college or university. Creating a works cited page. You would do this at the end of your paper, and it's very important. You would list the sources in alphabetical order based on the author's last name. You would include the author's first, last, and middle name if available. For online sources, you generally cite them in the following order: author, title, title of website, version or edition, publisher, and publication date. And then finally, page numbers if available. In conclusion, writing college level papers is not easy, but a necessary skill to have in anyone's college career. The information in this slideshow can be used for anyone interested in bettering their college writing skills, although MLA format only applies to people majoring in humanities. People majoring in science fields would be using APA format. I hope the slideshow was helpful, and here's my works cited page in correct MLA format. Thank you. Organizing and Editing Like an English Major by John